We will now study the major muscles located at the shoulder and upper arm on the lateral surface. These muscles are the spinodeltoid, the acromiodeltoid, the clavodeltoid, the triceps brachii, consisting of the long head, the medial head, the lateral head, and the acromius, and also the brachialis. The deltoid is a prominent triangular-shaped muscle in man. In the cat, this muscle is divided into three parts. The clavodeltoid is the proximal muscle and is continuous with the claviotrapezius. It extends distally from the shoulder to the forearm. This muscle is also known as the clavobrachialis. Its action is to flex the forearm. The acromiodeltoid is situated caudal to the clavodeltoid. The actions of this muscle are to flex and rotate the humerus. The spinodeltoid lies along the lateral and lower borders of the scapula. It is the most distal piece of the three deltoid muscles. This muscle contracts to flex and rotate the forearm. The triceps brachii is a large muscle and has four parts. The lateral head originates from the proximal end of the humerus and is inserted in the olecranon process. The medial head originates along the humerus and inserts in the olecranon process. The long head originates from the scapula and inserts in the olecranon of the ulna. The fourth component, the acromius, is often called the fourth head. It is a small piece of muscle located deep in the distal end of the lateral head. The triceps muscles extend the forearm. The brachialis is situated adjacent to the medial head of the triceps brachii. It flexes the forearm. We will now study the major muscles located on the medial surface. Most of these are flexor muscles and descriptive of their actions. These muscles are the biceps brachii, the epitrochlearis, the brachioradialis, the pronator teres, the flexor carpi radialis, the palmaris longus, and the flexor carpi ulnaris. The biceps brachii lies on the anteromedial surface of the humerus. One has to cut through and reflect the pectoantebrachialis, pectoralis major and pectoralis minor to expose the biceps brachii. In the cat, there is a single head, whereas in the humans, there are the long and short heads. This muscle flexes the forelimb. The epitrochlearis is a thin muscle and arises from the lateral surface of the latissimus dorsi and extends along the medial surface of the arm. This muscle is present in the cat, but absent in man. The brachioradialis is a band of muscle with origin located at the humerus and insertion at the styloid process of the radius. This muscle supinates the hand. The pronator teres is located adjacent to the extensor carpi radialis. This muscle rotates the radius for pronation. The flexor carpi radialis is the next piece of muscle. This muscle flexes the wrist. The palmaris longus is a prominent piece of muscle located next to the flexor carpi radialis. This muscle flexes the digits. The flexor carpi ulnaris is located adjacent to the palmaris longus. This muscle also flexes the digits. We will now examine and study the major muscles located on the lateral surface on the distal portion of the forelimb. These muscles are the extensor carpi radialis, the extensor digitorum communis, the extensor digitorum lateralis, and the extensor carpi ulnaris. The extensor carpi radialis originated at the humerus and is inserted at the metacarpals. It has two parts, a shorter extensor carpi radialis brevis and a longer one known as the extensor carpi radialis longus. The extensor muscles extend the forelimb. The extensor digitorum communis is a prominent piece of muscle and has its insertion on the digits. The muscle extends the digits. The extensor digitorum lateralis is located adjacent to the extensor digitorum communis. It also has its insertion on the digits. The action of this muscle is to extend the digits. The extensor carpi ulnaris is the most lateral of the four muscles. This muscle contracts to extend the ulnar portion of the wrist and the fifth digit.